A big triple strike against Pakistan. First, the Modi government withdrew the most favoured nation status. Then, security of Hurriyat leaders withdrawn. And now, in possibly the biggest decision of all, India's share of the Indus water will be denied to Pakistan. Remember, since 1960, because of our inability to construct dams in Jammu and Kashmir, a lot of the water which was due to India, which was India's share of the Indus Water Treaty, had been flowing into Pakistan. Minutes before now, Union Water Resources Minister Nitin Gadkari has tweeted to say that new dams are being built and the Modi government has decided that excess water will be denied to Pakistan. 65% of Pakistan's landmass depends on waters of the Indus Basin River. This is a big decision. This water will now be diverted to the Indian states of Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir. Excess water flowing into Pakistan will now be stopped. The Modi government taking a big decision on stopping the excess flow of Indus rivers into Pakistan so as to ensure that India can maximize the potential of the water that is available to us under the Indus Water Treaty. Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, now joins us. He comes from Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, this has been a long-standing demand. It was passed in the Assembly in 2003. Finally, the Modi government acting on that demand. Tell us more about it, Dr. Singh. Welcome.
Yeah, Rahul, to put the record straight, incidentally, both these rivers which find mention in Shri Gadkari's tweet, namely River Ravi and Uj, which also happens to be a tributary of River Ravi, they flow through my constituency, the border district of Kathua. Now, let's not forget that according to the Indus Water Treaty of 1960, there were three rivers which came to India's share, namely Ravi, Satluj, Vyas, and three others, Jhelum, Sindh and Chenab, with Pakistan. Inadvertently, the entire flow of River Ravi was going into Pakistan. This will also be a question mark for you to put to the earlier governments why they had allowed this happening. Was this a magnanimity being done or a callous approach? So there is, because I am saying so, why? Because this will be something for you to then investigate about. A dam called Shahpur Kandi, which finds reference in Mr. Gadkari's tweet, was conceived in 1970s. For 40 years, it was gathering dust. It's a joint project on the Punjab side of the J&K Punjab border, and it's being funded by the central government, which would enable the entire water of River Ravi to be used by district Kathua, the border district of the Jammu and Kashmir side, and district Gurdaspur, which is the border district in Punjab. But in the absence of this dam, the entire water somewhere through Madhavpur was flowing into Pakistan. So that was one anomaly happening. The drop of hat, some of our leaders would say that Pakistan ka pani rok do, whereas our own pani was flowing into Pakistan. The other river, Uj, for which, and this has now been, this dam construction has started with the personal intervention of Prime Minister Modi, for which entire credit goes to him. As far as the other river or the tributary called Uj is concerned, UJH, this dam has also now been conceived to be connected. The technicality involved is that about 1/3 of the water which will be available after the construction of this dam would be of utilization to India. But if the manner in which the dam had been planned by the earlier governments would have allowed almost 2/3 of the water from this dam becoming available to Pakistan. Again, so we were in fact, to put it ironically, were creating a dam for Pakistan utility. Only 1/3 being utilized by the Kathua district of Jammu and Kashmir. So now, very pragmatically, a meeting was held under Mr. Gadkari. The governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Satpal Malik, was also there. I also happened to be there. And a plan has been put in place to build a canal system which would enable this surplus water, which is not being utilized when the dam is finally ready by Jammu and Kashmir, to be allowed to flow into Punjab, Haryana, and partly to Rajasthan, but not a drop going into Pakistan.
No, but Dr. Jitendra Singh, 90% of Pakistan's irrigated area depends on the Indus Basin rivers. 65% of the land mass in Pakistan is part of the Indus Basin. One of the reasons why previous governments hadn't done this was the fear that China would do the same. While Pakistan depends on these rivers coming in from India, India depends, especially in the northeast, depends on waters coming in from rivers like the Brahmaputra. Now, the fear in strategic affairs circles had been if we deny water to Pakistan, what if China turns off the tap for important rivers like the Brahmaputra? Then what happens, sir?
Yes, but that would raise the question that what is the sanctity of the Indus Water Treaty at all? Then why have a treaty in place? Because the treaty clearly defined that the three rivers of Sindh, Chenab and Jhelum would be utilized by Pakistan, Ravi, Satluj and Vyas by India. And if, in spite of that treaty, we succumb to this apprehension that maybe if we utilize our waters, which are by the treaty itself our share, then again somewhere it's a failure of the diplomacy or a failure at the strategic level.
Okay, and how soon will these dams be built? You know, I can see you must be beaming because for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, this is a big decision. But it's tough to build these dams. Some of these areas are terror prone. How soon will these dams be ready? How soon will we starve Pakistan of the excess water? And I want to make this clear. India is not doing anything wrong. We're only stopping the excess flow of water, which is allowed under provisions of the 1960 treaty. Dr. Singh, kab banega dam? Yeah,
very rightly said. The Shahpur Kandi work is already started. It's just on the Punjab side of the J&K Punjab water. I think it's scheduled to be ready in 3 years. And then it will irrigate the Kathua district of the Jammu Kashmir side and the Gurdaspur district of the Punjab side. The Uj project is to start very soon because they are now simultaneously trying to put in place a plan for the canal system, as I said. No, because if they had gone ahead with the plan which was prepared by the earlier government, then 2/3 of the water from this dam would have been, all weather, 12 months available to Pakistan. So that dam, after it starts, would be again complete in another maybe 4 years' time. And I think that would address the entire issue of irrigation as well as power generation in the border districts of Jammu and Kashmir as well as Punjab.
Doctor, let's get a word in now from Strategic Affairs Editor Gaurav Sawant. He's joining us from Srinagar. Gaurav, a big decision this. Finally, excess water flowing into Pakistan will be withheld by the Indian government. They're building capacities, but these dams are complex to build, located in difficult places, and B, there's a threat of terror. So it's not easy, but it's a tough decision.
Rahul, better late than never. This should have been done much earlier, but it's happening now, or at least a decision has now been taken that it will happen now. It won't happen overnight. A very complex system of canals will have to be built. All of this will happen, if it does, at a war footing. And as Nitin Gadkari, the union minister, says that these will now be national projects, so central funds available for them. They will still take anything between 3 to 6 years is what we hear for these projects to be completed, even if the work starts on a war footing now. But then it's a good step that's been taken because these are our rivers, as you very rightly pointed out, Rahul. Our rivers, water was unnecessarily flowing into Pakistan. Now this water will be utilized for Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan.
Kulkarni joins us now for a reaction on this. He's been a long-standing advocate of peace with Pakistan. Mr. Kulkarni, do you support this decision? This is extra Indian water. We're not denying Pakistan its right. This is surplus water which had been going because we hadn't built capacities. Now the Modi government says, dam yahi banega.
First of all, Rahul, may I congratulate you on a very important interview that you did yesterday with General Musharraf, and you extracted from him information that clearly demolished the denial on the part of Pakistan that Jaish-e-Mohammed is not behind this, give us proof. And here was the former president, former chief army staff saying that Jaish is involved. So therefore, I want to congratulate you on this. Coming to this most recent decision of the Indian government, I believe that short of a war, every option should be considered which will compel Pakistan to take action, verifiable action against Jaish-e-Mohammed, which means arresting its leader, Masood Azhar, and also dismantling and demolishing the terror infrastructure on Pakistani soil.
Okay, so you're supporting that idea?
A war.
Short of war, you're saying you support whatever decision is taken.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.